we are back for another Christian review of regular books and no spoiler review of Things You Save in a Fire by Katherine. For those of you who haven't seen one of these videos before, first I do my regular review, what I personally thought of the book, star rating, etc. But then I get into my Christian review, and that's where I go over the basic pieces that may or may not have a fellow believer wanting to read it. I do have a video pinned to the top of this playlist, which gives all of the information about my Christian reviews if you're wanting more information. And there should be a box somewhere, so click there too. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can stay up to date on all of my Christian reviews of regular books, as well as our podcast, The Journey We Share. But let's go ahead and get into my regular review. Things You Save in a Fire really caught me off guard. This is the first Katherine book that I read that I did not see followed the standard rom-com type of book. She had a lot of other pieces in here which were a lot more emotional than I was used to. I did really like the idea of a female firefighter. I really loved the dynamic of a woman in charge and a leader in that space. There were so many aspects that I really loved about this book. However, I do think that the characters fell in love a little bit too fast. Now listen, I realize it's a romance book, and in romance books, the point is to fall in love, but it was just literally a blink of an eye, oh, I met you, I'm gonna, I don't know how I feel about you, okay, I'm in love with you. It just felt a little bit like whiplash. But other than that, it was clean, fun, cute, easy, and I still had a fantastic time. I ultimately rated the book 4 stars, and I think it's still a really great fit if you're looking for kind of a quick, easy romance read. Now let's go ahead and get into my Christian review. For my Christian reviews, I always love to touch on if there's any smut or spice, and the one thing I can always say about a Katherine book is that it's clean romance. There is not a spice scene to be seen. Now there is romance throughout this book, and there is fade to black, but there is nothing explicitly described, so I love that. The second category is if there's any explicit language, and not really. Some of her books have it, but this one does not. It was completely clean, and I absolutely loved that. Ultimately, I think this book is great for anyone 12, 13, 14 and up. I think it's just a cute romance story, but also doesn't follow the standard character plot lines, which makes it kind of fun and interesting. If you want to see everything that I'm reading and rating in real time, you can follow me on Goodreads. You can also find me on Instagram, TikTok, or I do have my own YouTube channel where I post more of my day-to-day reading journey. You can find everything you need to stay in contact with me, send me something, or any of the links I just mentioned down below in the description box. Also, please don't forget that we don't want the conversation to end here. You can leave a comment down below and let us know your thoughts of this book or other books you'd like me to read and review, or you can send us an email at hello@trochia.org. I can't wait to see you on the next one.